we're live right now, so,
Oh.
yeah, they're here.
I feel like the Jeopardy song should be playing right now. In honor of Alex Trebek.
Yes.
Okay, great. 7:30. I believe we have the full contingent of people that we expect for the evening, so we'll go ahead and we'll move forward. So I'd like to welcome everybody to this meeting of the Village of Skokie Zoning Board of Appeals. I'd like to, in consideration of these times that we're in, we're doing things a little bit differently, so I will read this following statement into the record. Until further notice, meetings of the Skokie Zoning Board of Appeals will be held electronically, with the majority of Zoning Board Appeal members participating via remote access in order to comply with the State of Illinois stay-at-home order and pursuant to Village Code concerning electronic participation. Members of the public who wish to comment as to an item on the published legal notice must submit their statement or question in writing to the Village Manager's office no later than noon on the day of the scheduled meeting, and all properly submitted statements or questions will be presented and read during the relevant portion of the meeting. Written comments may be submitted by mail to citizencomments@skokie.org or by mail to the Village of Skokie, Village Manager's Office, 5127 Oakton Street, Skokie, Illinois, 60077. The meeting may be viewed on Skokie Vision Cable Channel 17, which is Comcast, or 25, which is RCN, or via the Village website. So there you go. Now everybody's informed as far as that's concerned. And we'll go ahead and we'll get into the meeting proper. So again, welcome to this meeting of the Village of Skokie Zoning Board of Appeals. The Zoning Board of Appeals is created by the statutes of the State of Illinois and by the ordinances of the Village of Skokie for the purpose of granting proper case relief from the strict terms of our zoning ordinances. The decision of this board to either grant or deny relief will be based upon the evidence presented to it and how that evidence is related to the standards for granting relief. All persons who have an interest in a case, either as a petitioner or as a member of the public, either supporting or opposing the petition, or as an independent witness, will be given a chance to speak on the record and to express his or her points of view. The Zoning Board of Appeals is not a court of law, and therefore we do not follow the strict rules of evidence. However, this hearing will be conducted in such a manner as to hear only competent evidence or statements. Questions as to procedure, interpretation, and of the admissibility of statements or evidence will be ruled upon by Corporation Counsel Tyler Kobilski, and his legal decisions will be binding upon this board. Certain cases require a covenant in writing with the land. This will be prepared and recorded by the Village of Skokie Legal Department, and this is done at the petitioner's expense. Whether or not a covenant is required is a determination to be made by the Corporation Counsel at the conclusion of each individual case. If a covenant writing with the land is required, it cannot or will not be prepared until our court reporter has returned to the Zoning Board of Appeals a transcript of these proceedings. The Village of Skokie will notify each petitioner when the covenant has been prepared and is ready for signature. No building permits or certificates of occupancy can be issued until the covenant is signed by the petitioner. Should a petition for variation be denied, or should a covenant not be required, the Board of Trustees will authorize a refund of any required fees. Very important, should it be necessary for the petitioner to request a continuance due to lack of preparation, A case continuation, very important, fee of 1/2 of the original application fee is due prior to the hearing date. This request must be made before any testimony begins. All petitioners must receive a vote of the majority of the zoning board present in order to decide any matter under consideration. Our full complement is 9 members. However, tonight's complement is 8 members, still making 5 votes necessary to make a determination on a petition. Okay. Tonight on the agenda, we have 2 cases. We have 2020-05Z, 5 Salem Circle, and 2020-06Z, 5150 Gulf Road. And I will ask Corporation Counsel Tyler Kobilski, has proper notice been served and notarized in these cases?
We have proper notice for 5Z, but 6Z has deficient notice and will have to be continued.
Okay, yeah, thank you. As a matter of fact, I have something that I would like to read into the record, which has been submitted to us by staff regarding that very case, 2020-06Z. It's from an Elma Milanovic, ELMA-MILANOVIC, and she is on record in our legal notice as being one of the representatives of 5150 Gulf Road. And it's addressed to our court reporter, Marlene Bargamian. And it says, "Good afternoon, Marlene. I am writing regarding the case 2020-06Z at 5150 Gulf Road. Please note that the legal notice was not provided, and therefore we are requesting that case be rescheduled to January 6, 2021. Sincerely, Elma Milanovic, associate from Perkins Eastman, which is again on notice and as being a representative of the 5150 Gulf Road property. So that's been now read into the record, and I'll make sure Marlene gets us back in case you need it. So we will have a meeting regardless on January 6, 2021. Okay, next part of the meeting will be the minutes from our previous meeting of October 7, 2020, to be reviewed and approved. We had 2 cases that night, 2020-03Z, 4819 Main Street, and that motion was approved for the applicant 9-0 unanimously. And we also heard 2020-04Z, 8550 Hamlin Avenue. And again, in this particular instance, the motion was approved for the petitioners 9-0 unanimously. So if everybody's had a chance to read the minutes from the meeting, the chair will entertain the motion to approve the minutes as is.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as is.
All right, great, thank you so much. All right, Commissioner Jacobson has made a motion to approve the minutes as is. Do I hear a second out there in TV land?
Second.
All right, Commissioner Shaw, thank you so much. Everybody in favor, voice vote, please. Aye?
Yes. Aye.
Fine, great. Anybody opposed? No? Okay, great. That's it. And again, as always, thank you so much, Marlene. Okay. All right, now we'll get into the meat of the order, or the meat of the matter for the evening, which is 2020-05Z, 5 Salem Avenue. Is the petitioners here?
Yes, they are.
All right, okay. That's Mr. Denton.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Denton.
Let
Good
me start the
evening.
video.
Okay.
How are
There
you?
we go.
Yeah. Mr. Denton, if I may, we'd like to swear you in before we hear the case. So, do you affirm that the testimony you are about to give is true and correct to the best of your knowledge or belief? Please answer in the
Yes, I do.
affirmative.
Yes, I do.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now we'll go ahead and we'll move forward with the presentation of your case, which will be done by Commissioner Gersner. So, Alan, I see you. It looks like I'm looking at the Hollywood Squares. It's a perfect 9 up there, and Sharon's in the middle. Alan, you're in the upper right square, so, and the floor is yours.
Take me to block?
Yeah, well, yeah, I know, exactly, you're right on the end, it's so funny. Yeah, go ahead, Alan, the floor is yours.
Okay, case number 2020-50Z, 5 Salem Circle. Calvin and Melissa Denton request a variation in order to construct an attached garage addition resulting in a rear yard of 16.2 feet for 9.47 square feet of the building rather than the 18.23 feet minimum as required by section 118-1247 of the zoning chapter of the Skokie Village Code in an R1 single family district. Okay, I have staff reports, and let's see. Petitioner, the Appearance Commission reviewed and approved the petitioner's addition request as of October 14th, 2020 meeting. Staff comment and review sheets were sent to all departments. Forestry Division, tree protection will be required for site trees during construction. The large linden tree east of the driveway must have tree protection installed at least 10 feet from the trunk. The Community Development Department petitioner is proposing to construct an attached garage resulting in a rear yard of 16.12 feet rather than the 18.23 foot minimum. The rear yard on this lot is not the same depth throughout the lot because of the difference in length of the side lot lines. The required rear yard is 30 feet or 20% of the depth of the lot, which is less. The 20% depth applies in this case. One side lot line is 87.95 feet, and the other side lot line is 128.24 feet. The rear yard depth is 17.54 feet along the east side lot line and expands to 25.64 feet along the west side lot line. The proposed addition encroaches into the rear yard for only 9.47 square feet. The entire width of the addition does not encroach into the required rear yard. Due to the unique shape, lot, and orientation of the house, only a small portion of the addition encroaches into the rear yard. The 6-foot minimum side yard is met on this project. Staff feels the proposed addition is the minimum variation necessary to allow reasonable use of the property and to construct a 2-car garage. The proposed addition should not negatively impact any surrounding properties, will help to remove cars from the street. The staff recommendation based on the proposed findings of fact, staff recommends that the petitioner's request to construct an attached garage addition resulting in a rear yard of 16.12 feet rather than the 18.23 foot minimum be approved. You don't need the findings of fact read in, do you?
No, I would say not, Alan. No. The only other thing I would say that might go in is in our packet here. There's a letter dated October 15, 2020, from a Gregory Ramon Design Studio, Inc. You happen to see that at all?
Petitioner statement.
There you go.
There we go.
Gregory Ramon, yes.
Yeah.
I have it here.
Yeah, you want to read that? You want to read that in real quick?
Sure.
I think that'll be fine.
Sure. So this is to the Village of Skokie Zoning Board of Appeals from Gregory Raymond Design Studio, Inc. 540 West 35th Street, Suite 206, Chicago, Illinois 60616. Regarding petitioner's statement to who it may concern, purpose of this letter is to request a small encroachment into the existing rear yard that will allow for the creation of a completely enclosed connection to the existing home from the rear garage. The total rear yard square footage area for this property is 2,219.75 square feet. The area of the proposed garage that would extend into the rear yard is 9.47 square feet, or 0.4% of the overall available area available. No other aspects of this proposed project will require variances, and all other zoning code requirements will be met with this proposed solution. Sincerely, Gregory R. Williams, President, Principal Architect.
All right, great. Thanks, Alan.
Yep.
I'll let you grab a breather there, glass of water, do whatever. And we'll go ahead and we'll get the petitioner on. Okay. Okay, you there, Mr. Denton?
Yes, I'm here. Go ahead.
Hi, good evening, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Could you please tell us your name and spell it so we may have it for the record?
It's Calvin Denton, spelled Calvin, last name Denton.
All right, great. Thanks so much, Mr. Denton. And could you please go ahead and tell us why we're all here tonight?
We're here because we are having a construction of a new garage to replace an old one-car garage. This will be a two-car garage that will be attached to the rear kitchen door. And as mentioned, it would only take approximately 9.47 square feet of a variance to connect that door.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
Here's the door.
No other elaboration? I mean, it's very plain and to the fact, but I mean, I'll tell you what, now that Alan's had a sip of water and he's able to relax himself for a minute there, let's get Commissioner Gerstner's impression on the case.
So, Mr. Denton, I came out and looked at your house. It's a very nice house. You have a very nice block there with nice homes around. I can see the unique shape of your lot and why the variance was needed. I am really amazed by the architect, how he was able to put that garage together for you. It is a real nice piece of architectural design. And I think it's going to look very good on the house. So I did walk around, take a look at it. I see no problem. I think it will enhance your home's value and also enhance the value of the homes in the neighborhood. So I have no problem with it. And I like when people want to improve their homes, which will improve their lives also. So, good job.
Yeah. And it's always great when they look good doing it too, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, great. Shall we move on to any other questions from any of the other commissioners at all? No? No? Nobody wants to say anything? Not even how nice the architectural
Open and shut
rendering?
deal, huh?
Alan did a great job.
Yeah, there you go. Right. How do we follow that, right? Well, in that case, I'm going to ask Mr. Brandmeier, is there any comments from the internet world or questions?
No, we received no comments.
We received no comments. Okay, all right. Anything you'd like to close with at all, Mr. Denton, or?
Thank you for the comments, and thank you for the approval. I'm assuming it's approved.
Well, we're going to find out here, I think, in about 5 minutes, so. If nobody else has anything to ask Mr. Denton, or there's no other comments, then the chair will go ahead and entertain a motion.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I propose the following in granting of a variance to the petitioner as follows, that Calvin and Melissa Denton are the owners of the lot described in case number 2020-05Z for the property located at 5 Salem Circle, Skokie, Cook County, Illinois. That said lot is a plotted lot of record and is abutted by single-family dwellings on the east and the west. That a determination has been made in which the petitioner's request is consistent with a majority of the findings of fact as stated in the Village of Skokie zoning chapter. I therefore propose that a variance be granted to the petitioner for giving failure to comply with the requirements of the zoning ordinance of the Village of Skokie as amended as to rear yard requirements. That the petitioner be granted the variance to construct the attached garage addition resulting in a rear yard of 16.12 feet for 9.47 square feet of the building rather than the 18.23 feet minimum as required by section 118-124, section 7 of the zoning chapter of the Skokie Village Code in an R1 single-family district, that all other codes and ordinances of the Village of Skokie shall be fully and strictly complied with.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Alan. So we have a motion to approve with no conditions at all. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Let's see, was that Sharon?
No, second.
Sharon
Chair.
seconded? Okay, all right.
But I will.
All right, very good. You have it, Sharon.
Commissioner Perlin will do third.
Okay, great. In that case, we will, the chair will go ahead and call the roll then. Commissioner Salvi is not here tonight, so we'll go to Commissioner Arden.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sean. Commissioner Kirkpatrick?
Aye.
Commissioner Jacobson?
Aye.
Okay. Commissioner Gersner?
Aye.
Okay. Commissioner Shaw?
Yes.
Okay. Commissioner Hato?
Aye.
Okay. Commissioner Perlin?
Yes.
Okay, and the chair will vote aye. So in the matter of 2020-05Z, the petitioner's request has been approved unanimously. Congratulations, Mr. Denton. And,
Thank you.
and Corporation Counsel Kolbilski will let you know what you need to know from here on out.
Yes, we'll prepare the covenant, bring up the land. Should be ready in about 2 to 3 weeks. And when it's ready, we'll notify you for your signature.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Denton, congratulations, and yeah, good luck with your project. Be nice to see what it looks like when it's all said and done. So, good luck. Okay. All right, great. Well, we don't have a meeting on December 16th, but per the earlier statements in our meeting about 06Z, we will have a meeting on January 6th, and in which we will hear that case. Staff, is there any other cases that we may have on January 6th at all, or?
I believe there will be one more case. We're just finalizing, making sure we have all the documents, but I believe there will be one more new case for that evening.
Okay, great. All right, so we'll have 2 cases for January 6th. That being said, I want to wish since we're so close, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday and a happy new year. Have fun and health and good stuff with all your family and friends, and look forward to seeing you all next year, if not before then. So,
Thank you very
Stay
much.
safe.
Yep.
Yeah, stay very safe.
Stay safe is most important.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. All right, if there's nothing else then this meeting of the Village of Skokie Zoning Board of Appeals is adjourned. Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye all.
Yeah.